Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Cannon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Gould is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great 6th sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
On 2nd down, here's Penny, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now Wilson. Now he steps away. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
25 yards that time.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo completes it to Benjamin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. 61 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 3 yards remain for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, it's Mitchell, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. First carry for Trenton Cannon. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's taken to the 26. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Check 26, check 26. 21, 21. I got this.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Penny, a first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Penny, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. I know at this level, initially, they were worried about him being only 5'11", pocket presence. Plays like that, they just remind you, he does it so well at every level.
North Carolina State, a little bit more of the spread stuff. At Wisconsin, pro style out of the pocket. And the biggest throws he makes in the NFL still come from the pocket. Russell Wilson can do it all.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They give to Cannon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates,
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. His third rushing touchdown of the year, his fifth overall. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Seahawks take back over. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
54 yards on the ground for him so far. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run with Cannon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Garoppolo now. This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Benjamin's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On the give, this is their fullback. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trenton Cannon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They begin with a run by Penny, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That's taken on the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it and they take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Garoppolo and the Niners now down by 7, a minute 50 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Garoppolo to throw. Finding Samuel, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that, that could finish things off for him.
Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got us